Hi, boys and girls. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It is time for Wordly Wise. We have a new lesson, which means new words for the next 2 weeks, new story. We have 5 words for this week, and we're going to start our story this week. Also, if you are in my class and you're doing a meetup this week, just remember that I'm going to go over the last 10 words from the last 2 weeks with you. So you might want to review those videos so you know the 10 words, because we're going to talk about them and I just want to see if you know them. So you have 10 vocabulary, wordly wise words from last week. So just make sure you go over those. Okay, let's get started. So our first new word of 5 is the word melt. What is happening to this snowman? What's happening to him? Yep, he is melting. Things that are frozen, like the snowman and ice pops, can melt when it gets too warm. Okay. So an ice cube is pretty hard when it's frozen, but when it melts, the ice turns into water. So I want everybody to say the word melt with me. Melt. Melt. Very good. Next word is balance. What is this boy doing in the picture? Very tricky is what he's doing. Good, he's standing on one leg. He's balancing on the beam on one leg. You can also try this at home. Be very careful. Let's not try to balance on a beam. Why don't you just stand on the floor and balance on one leg? When you balance, you're going to keep yourself steady so you don't fall over. All right, let's say balance together. Balance. Balance. Very good. How'd you do balancing on your one leg? The next word is bounce. What is happening to the ball in this picture? Good, it's bouncing. Bouncing means springing up and down, springing up and down. Our cat Reese bounces, I feel like. Balls bounce and kids on trampolines bounce. Now let's say bounce together. Bounce. Good. Bounce. Good. 2 more. Oh, everyone's going to like this one. Girls and boys and everyone. I even like this one. What do you see in this picture? Yes, you see a crown. Can you see how the stones in the crown sparkle? The word is sparkle. When something sparkles, it gives off small flashes of light. So your mom might have a diamond, or even dads might have diamonds on their wedding ring. Grandmas and grandpas might have rings with diamonds or jewels that sparkle. If you have something that sparkles or glitters, send me a picture of it. I love to see it. I love sparkly things. It's my goal in life to get something that big and sparkly. I actually have sparkly shoes. Maybe I'll wear those one day this week. All right, let's say sparkle together. Sparkle. Good. Say it one more time. Sparkle. Very nice. Last one. Does the bag have a lot of vegetables in it or just a few? Very good. A lot. A lot. So you could say this bag is full. That means there's a lot of stuff in there. If you have an empty bowl and put a lot of fruit in it and there's no room for anything else, then it's full. So let's say the word together. Full. Full. Very good. All right. Get my... You don't have your books in front of you, so you can just sit and listen to me read. And here we go. It had been, this is called I Spy, I'm sorry. It had been a cold and rainy week, and the kids in Mr. Chin's class were tired of having indoor recess. Even though he'd rather play outside, Jordan had fun trading stickers with his friend Robbie. He had finally traded for a side slider sticker when Mr. Chin said, I spy with my little eye something yellow in the sky. All the kids turned to look. The sun was out. Even the icicles on the roof were melting into little puddles. Outdoor recess finally. Mr. Chin opened the door and everyone ran out. Don't forget Cy Slider, yelled Robbie. Jordan looked all over the table where he and Robbie had been trading stickers. Oh no, he thought. I can't find him. Then he remembered he had been playing with his old sea-pod boat in the classroom sink. Oh, there you are, Jordan said as he picked up his action figure out of the sink. It's a good thing you didn't go down the drain. He tucked Cy Slider into his pocket and ran outside to meet up with Robbie, who was starting a game of freeze tag. Love freeze tag. Jordan loved freeze tag. When he was frozen, Jordan could stand still like a statue for a long time. He was proud that he could stand completely still without losing his balance. After playing freeze tag for a while, Robbie wanted to do something else, so he and Jordan zoomed over to the seesaw. How did Jordan feel when he could stand still without losing his balance? How do you feel when you can do something that is difficult and you succeed? How do you feel? Feel good, right? Yeah, you're proud. You're like, it's cool. You accomplished something. Jordan went up in the air Jordan went up in the air as Robbie went down to the ground on the other end of the seesaw. Jordan loved being up and down and then coming down and bouncing on the old tire at the bottom. He noticed that when he was up, he could see the tops of the trees better than when he was down. Today, he could see the ice on the treetops sparkle like diamonds in the brilliant sun. I wonder why this is called a seesaw, Jordan said on his way up. It's a funny word. Maybe it's because when you're at the top, you see, and then when you're at the bottom, you already saw, suggested Robbie. So you're either the person who sees on the person or who saw. Seesaw, got it? Jordan was so busy thinking about this that he didn't notice when Cy Slider fell out of his pocket. What things could Jordan see when he was at the top of the seesaw? What kind of things did he see? He saw the treetops. He saw ice on the treetops. He saw them all sparkling like diamonds. Good. Also, just so you guys know, Cy Slider is like an action figure doll that he has. It's like a toy. Hey guys, Maggie said as she ran out onto the playground. Where were you, Maggie? I thought you'd be playing freeze tag, said Jordan as he and Robbie hopped off the seesaw. I was helping Mr. Chen erase the board, she said. Robbie looked at her jacket and giggled. The sleeves were covered with white chalk dust. I spy with my little eye something dusty, Jordan said. Maggie looked down at her sleeve. Is it my jacket? She laughed. Just then, Mr. Chen rang the bell and telling everyone that recess was over. Jordan and Robbie raced each other over to the door. Maggie was about to follow when she looked down at the shady spot under the seesaw. There was Cy Slider. Maggie tucked him into her pocket, even though it was already full of wet mittens. Jordan had almost lost him again. Thank goodness for Jordan's friends, otherwise Cy Slider would be gone. Back inside, Maggie found Jordan by the coat closet. I spy with my little eye something tiny and red with a yellow life jacket, said Maggie. Is it Cy Slider? Jordan asked. Maggie nodded and handed the action figure to Jordan. Thanks, said Jordan as he put Cy Slider into his pocket. But as he and Maggie walked over to the carpet for story time, Cy Slider slowly inched further and further out of Jordan's pocket. That's where the story ends. What do you think is going to happen again? Oh my goodness. Jordan and that Cy Slider. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow to review the words again. Find something sparkly. That's your job. I'm going to find something sparkly too and have it ready for you tomorrow. All right, have a great day. Bye.